This video of these Empire Maximus boxing boots isn't the video I thought I was going to be making. I am truly shocked. Hello and welcome to Fit to Box. I'm Coach Simon, and here on Fit to Box I'll bring you all things boxing equipment. I am a level 2 England boxing amateur coach, and I do all the testing and reviewing here at Telford Amateur Boxing Club, where I and other boxers put the gear through the paces to make sure that I can give you the most full and rounded review with feedback from other boxers plus my own feedback to give you not only a review but a rating, and also I rank the gear against the other gear that is out there, and I do that on my website fittoboxchannel.com. Today is the new boots by Empire, and these are Maximus. Now, these are the first attempt by Empire at a pair of boxing boots, and I am going to cover off all aspects to these boots. As you can see, I've got them here in the white and the black. Really love the colourway that they've done with the white and the black. I felt like a stormtrooper when I was wearing them. There is other colours as well, loads of other colours, and I'll put them on the screen. And let me tell you, they are so bright and so vibrant with the colours. There is not a colourway in the range that I don't think looks fantastic. As I bring that round, just show you obviously the sole, and just bring all of that around here. So obviously I have been reviewing on YouTube for coming up to 10 years, and in that time I have reviewed a lot of boxing boots. Years ago, boxing boots was always traditionally really high up the leg, and the reason they were really high up the leg was to give that ankle support that you need with the pivoting, the turning, the movement that is in boxing. That was traditionally, and then over the years they started to come shorter and shorter, and you then started to be introduced to sort of the mid-cut, which was around this sort of size. So it wasn't right up the leg, it was around this sort of size, and that was the mid-cut boots that was coming out. And also now you do have the wrestling boots that are even lower. For me, boxing boots have to have two things: ankle support, and also they have to have lightness, because at the end of the day you're moving around a lot, and that means that your ankles, your feet are in different positions, and that means that there is a risk of rolling over an ankle, there is a risk of ligament damage, there is a risk that your boots are not going to protect you as much as you need them to. And I certainly will agree with that. I think over the years, and I think us reviewers sometimes have been at fault here, because what we've done is we've been weighing the boots to give us an extra category that we can give to you as part of our review, and I will come on to the weight of these later. So we've got the weight, but also we've got the ankle, which really, I think the ankle part has been neglected over the years, and a lot of boots that have been coming out have been very stylish, very lightweight, but they haven't had the support that is needed in the ankle area. So very much function is what these boots are about, and the reason these are about function, and the reason that these are so different from all the other boots that are out there, is because in there is an integrated ankle brace. Okay, so there is a brace on the inside. It is thick, it feels heavy, but it is super supportive, and that is the difference between these and other boots that are available. Now let me tell you, that is really shocking to me, because no other brand has thought as deeply about this part of the boot as Empire have. Loads of people looking at the sole, loads of people looking at sort of the material and sort of the top bit and also the style. But what's really shocking is the fact that Empire has thought about that integrated brace, put it into the boot, and it works fantastic. So let's have a closer look at these boots. Okay, so as I look onto the label, you have got Style Maximus 1 boxing boots. Upper microfiber and mesh. So as you can see, you've got that white microfiber there, you've got the mesh, and as I bring it around, you've got Empire there on the logo. Then you've got the supports that is part of that ankle brace there. On the front, you have got that Velcro across the front. At the rear, you've got the sole that goes all the way up. At the back, you've also got the sole that curls up right at the front there as well. And I really do like that, because obviously there is some boots out there that are not like that and the sole comes away. I do know that Empire, of course, because of their tape, they are experts when it comes to glue and adhesive and sticking things to other things. And these are no exception. So these are superb when it comes to the adhesive that has been used on the rubber sole to keep it to the upper. So in there as well, it says lining mesh. I'll just show you that sort of lining that is in there as well. Very comfortable with that padded tongue there with Maximus on the front there. Also says outsole rubber, so that is their Empire sole, and a very good sole as well. You can see I've been using them, and I have used these outside on the AstroTurf as well as on our wooden floor and also on the ring canvas. And then also inside it says UK 11. Now I am a UK 11. I have got normal feet. I've got perfect feet actually. I haven't got wide feet and I haven't got a flat feet. And these are perfect. I'm a size 11 and these are a size UK 11. So I say that these are definitely true to size. They come from sizes 3 to UK 13. There is no current half sizes, but there is a massive range between that 3, so obviously youngsters can get them, and also UK 13. There's a lot of people that will be able to fit into these boots. Okay, when it comes to wide feet, as I say, I haven't got wide feet, but I do think that these will be okay for people with wide feet. Inside, there isn't much of an arch. It's quite flat on the inside in this area here. So if you have got flat feet, obviously you'll know whether or not that is good for you. As I come across, you've got the Velcro there that gives a little bit extra front support to the actual brace. And let's have a look at that brace. So in there, that is thick. It's really, really thick in comparison to other boxing boots are out there. And you can literally from there all the way up is that protective ankle brace. Really, really impressive and super, super shocked when I put these on. When you put these on and then you put other boots on, you then realise how vulnerable you are in normal boots. And I'm talking about all brands. These really do stand out to protect, as in prevention, or if you've already got weak ankles, these will be perfect for you. Let me tell you, there is no boot on the market that is doing that kind of ankle support. Okay, now let's move on to the weight. I'll put onto the screen now me weighing the boots. Okay, so these are a size UK 11, and as I put them onto the scale, you can see 19.8, and the other one 19.3. So as you can see from that, 19 ounce to 20 ounce. Okay, so in terms of the other brands out there and the other boots, you've got like Hyper KOs, they're probably 10 ounce, 11 ounce. Hyper KO 2s, 16 ounce, and I would say traditionally would have been considered a heavy boot. So at 20, you would think that these are too heavy. Now, let me tell you, I've worn these a tremendous amount, and I didn't find that they were too heavy. They didn't feel like that they were heavy boots. They did feel very secure around that ankle area. They also, the sole was superb in terms of gripping and turning. Even though on the scales, it's coming out as what we would term as heavy, I didn't notice it. You have massive muscles in your thighs and also in your calves. So when you are moving around, actually that ounce is not as important, because what happens is you are taking extra weight with that ankle brace. There's definitely more weight in this here, and also that's a very solid rubber sole as well. So as the brands have been looking at trying to get their boots lighter, they've actually neglected something that is super important when it comes to a boxing boot, and that is the ankle support. So Empire are bucking the trend. Yes, these are a little heavier, but there is no boots out there with as much ankle support as what these give you. And when I've been putting on other boots, after I've wore these, it really feels like I'm wearing slippers with no structure, no support on a lot of the boots in comparison to these. As I say, when I was wearing these, I just felt so safe and so secure in that ankle area. Price-wise, £194.50. And that also, if you become a VIP, you can have 10% off that. If you buy these as part of a bundle with some gloves, you also get a further 10% off. So there is a way to reduce the cost of these just by doing those two steps. But £194.50, I think these are fantastic value for money. I really do think that you are getting something revolutionary here in terms of the technology that is in there. That ankle support is patented. Okay, so they know they've come up with a fantastic idea. I dare say across the world, other brands will be copying that. They definitely will, because that's what happens when you get a company that comes out with an idea that the other brands are not doing. So that will be copied in some way. And I think it's a good thing, because ankles being rolled, damaging ligaments is not what you want from your boxing boots. The whole point of wearing boxing boots is, instead of wearing trainers that sort of stop there, is that you have this ankle part that does support the ankle. Traditionally, some boots get their support from wrapping the laces around the ankle. That is really their support. In the same way as you get support on a wrist of a glove, the laces are making up the actual support. That's not the case with these. The integrated ankle is doing the support, and even if you just tie the laces at the front, that is still masses more ankle support than you're getting on the majority of boots that are out there. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for, and that is the Fit2Box ratings card. And as you can see from that, stunning scores I have gone for. Style, 97. That is due to, I think they're a really good looking boot, and also the range of them stunning, vibrant colours means 97 for style all day long for me. Comfort, the reassuring ankle, the foot position, the padded tongue, how your foot sits in these, the comfort of these is 98. Superb. Durability, 99. Love how these have been made. Great materials for the uppers, also for the sole, that rubber sole, the way they're stitched, the way they're glued together, and also sort of points where other boots fail, like the toe, and also sort of where the laces go, and also at the rear. These boots have avoided all of those problems. Performance, 99. Super impressed with how these perform, and really shocked at that ankle support, and the fact that all these years I've been wearing boots without this ankle support truly shocked me. Sole, 99. I think that's a great sole in terms of moving around on the canvas, in the gym. I think it'll be super durable in terms of staying on the boot, but also super durable in terms of wear and tear. And value for money, 97, I think at £194.50, I think they are great value for money. You can see from that an amazing score, 98.1, 5 Fit2Box stars, and you will know from that that means that these are and new Fit2Box best boxing boots in the world. I am truly shocked that I am saying that, because I didn't think that was going to happen. These have changed the game. The bar has been raised. A new level has been unlocked. Empire have just thought logically about what is needed in a boxing boot. Other brands have not thought about that. They've just been going for style. They've going for lightness. And the key thing about boxing, with all of its twists and turns and its footwork, is you need ankle support. So despite the fact that it does weigh heavier, that integrated brace in there, obviously, for that support, you do get some weight that is added to the boot. But let me tell you, I didn't notice it when I was using them. I really do think that is fantastic support for your feet and for your ankles in these boots. These are probably the safest boxing boots that you can buy as well. So go onto my website, fit2boxchannel.com, where I've already told you these are the new champion in my Fit to Box boxing boots list. Absolutely awesome. 5 Fit to Box stars, categorised as the best, but in my eyes currently truly are the best, because I don't think there's any boxing boots out there that are doing the functionality of what these boots are doing. So I hope you enjoyed that. A real game changer here. Check them out. They are newly launched. This is an exclusive video to coincide with the launch. I've been testing them here at Telford Amateur Boxing Club. I have worn them for hours and hours and hours, and let me tell you, they are comfortable, they are stylish, they are durable, and most of all, they are so functional. It is unbelievable, and I'm just shocked that people haven't come up with this before. I hope you've enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe to Fit to Box, and I shall speak to you soon.